The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford is a psychoanalytical historical epic that explores the more unidealized side of both the mythical outlaw, played by Brad Pitt, and his imminent assassin, played by Casey Affleck. Ford, who has always idolized James, perhaps unhealthily, works hard to endear himself into the outlaw's gang, only to find his obsession twisting into resentment as the arrogant James's psyche begins to crumble into uncertainty and paranoia.
Who are you then?
Bob Ford. I'm an authority on the James boys.
Is you?
Fair warning to you, Alex, and fair warning to all you viewers who may be curious in seeing this film. The Assassination of Jesse James is not your typical Western. So you take all these ideas of real shoot-'em-up, action-y type of Westerns like The Wild Bunch or Tombstone, throw them away. You should look instead to revisionist Westerns like Robert Altman's The McCabe and Mrs. Miller. Plus, it's a healthy 2 hours and 40 minutes long, so this is really a movie that you have to be in the mood to sit down and watch. You can't really just throw it in during a party.
But you know, you mentioned that it's long, and I think that this is a positive for the film because it really allows it to delve into these characters more than you would get in an hour and a half.
Yeah, helped, of course, by the source material upon which the film is based, a novel by the same name, which attempts to dig through the myth of Jesse James and Robert Ford and just kind of approach them as more down-to-earth, relatable people. Jesse James is really fascinating because, he was the biggest celebrity of his day, so obviously his character is going to really wrestle with some, emotional and psychological weight with that, the most common problem being paranoia of the people around him trying to turn him in. And then the character of Robert Ford is really intricate and fascinating thanks to a great performance by Casey Affleck, who's this guy that you kind of really revile for his kind of pathetic obsession at first, but then as his mood kind of alters and he ends up assassinating Jesse James, he becomes known for something much more different. And it's almost kind of tragic how this obsession overtakes him and he becomes known for this one solid act as opposed to anything else in his entire life.
You know what it is you're most afraid of?
Afraid of being forgotten.
But why are you recommending this movie?
Quit frown-landing me, Alex. I'm recommending this movie because it is shot by the incomparable DP Roger Deakins, who despite being nominated for 8 Oscars has yet to win 1. His work is absolutely beautiful. It's very soft, it's very meditative, and the writer-director Andrew Dominik has said that Malick's films were a big influence for him. Specifically, there's one scene in the film at the very beginning, which I think is just gorgeous, where there's a train robbery taking place at night. It's very dreamlike, very dark. The entire scene is shot by just one light and a lot of lanterns of Jesse James outlaws, and it's very dreamlike. I would even say that it's visual poetry.